Jim, there's a lot to talk about following the Titans' win on Monday Night Football against the Dallas Cowboys. Are you ready to get started?
Let's do it.
All right. My first question, I guess, is how does this team maintain that momentum and keep it going through the month of November, which is going to be a tough month for this Titans team?
Yes, it is, and I think you just got to keep doing what you did on Monday night in Dallas, just kind of play complementary football. This team is now ranked #1 in the league in scoring defense as a result of some really good play over the first half of the season. Offensively, we're starting to see some positive signs on offense. Thought it really played a good game on Monday against Dallas, and you've got to keep it up. I mean, this was a big game for the Titans. There's no doubt about it. Players in the locker room admitted they felt this was a must-win, and now you've got the Patriots come to town, a game against Indianapolis, and then another Monday night game against the Texans. It's a tough road, but if this team keeps playing well, certainly we'll have a chance in all those games. Someone
who rose to the occasion is Jonnu Smith. Was that performance what we've been expecting from him this whole time?
I think so, and certainly it's tough to step in and fill Delanie Walker's shoes. Delanie Walker said it last week when he made an appearance in the locker room that he knows Jonnu Smith has it in him. He just needs to build confidence, and the way you do that is by making plays. Had a couple of big catches on Monday night, including a touchdown grab, and you hope to see more of that to come. I think we'll see Jalston Fowler in the offense at some point moving forward at the fullback position. I think that's going to free the tight ends up to maybe make some more plays.
We saw a lot of good things for this Titans offense on Monday Night Football. What was a bright spot for you?
I think, other than Marcus Mariota's play, the first game without the gloves since week 1, I thought he played especially well. But I have to say Dion Lewis. I mean, Dion Lewis continues to be an all-around player for this football team. He's a guy who's tough to take off the field. He played 84% of the snaps against the Cowboys. People question why not more Derrick Henry. I think part of the reason is because Lewis is tough to take off the field because he can help you in the passing game, he can help you running the football. He's just one of those dynamic playmakers.
Switch over to the defensive side of the ball. Who was the MVP for you?
I think Kevin Byard's play in the first quarter of that game changed the game. If not for that play, Titans on the verge of falling down by a couple of touchdowns. I think that gave them the spark. I think looking back at the first half of the season, since we're 8 games in, I think Jayon Brown has been probably this team's best player on defense. He leads the team in sacks and in tackles. He's around the football, making plays on a regular basis. I think Jayon Brown's been really good, still an underrated player on this team.
Looking forward a week, the Tennessee Titans take on the New England Patriots at home, but on a short week, they're missing a day of preparation because they played on Monday night. How can this team get ready with such a quick turnaround?
Well, it's tough. I mean, there is some familiarity there, obviously, from the head coach's experience with Bill Belichick. A lot of these players are familiar with the Patriots. It kind of works both ways. The Patriots know the Titans well, and playing any team on a short week is tough. Playing the Patriots on a short week is even tougher, I think, because of what they can do to you. They're getting healthier, you're supposed to get some players back. So, big challenge for the Titans.
For this Titans team, what do they need to do to remain in the playoff conversation going forward?
I think just keep winning. I mean, you can't afford any more 3-game losing streaks, which this team snapped in Dallas. You look at the division, I think still it's there for the taking. You have to play well, need to beat the Texans a couple of weeks down the road, but first you've got to take care of business. And look at the rest of the playoff picture, and some teams have kind of come back to the pack where, a week or so ago I thought maybe the wild card spot was not attainable. Now I think as long as you keep winning, you're going to stay in the conversation for the division and for a wild card spot, and that's certainly something this team could try to do in November, December.